race fans, sim fans, RC fans. 393 here again today, and as you can see before you, we've got another new addition to my collection. This one I'm particularly proud of, actually. As you can see, it's a Nitro RS4 four-wheel drive nitro car, the RTR3 Evolution, made by HPI. Quite a rare complete kit, to be honest with you. They're fairly collectible. I'm not sure if you can see much on the picture there, but it's a roto start, so it's effectively like a drill in many respects. It's got a genuine HPI T15 engine with a 2-speed transmission, so pretty awesome to have that. I do like my multi-geared nitro cars. A little bit of history on this one though before we open the box is open before I get the car out. It came in around about 2005, this kit. Many different body shells, touring, racing, sort of, mainly kind of like drift cars or rally cars, touring cars, and some GT cars as well. They had some of those. This one, as you can see, is a what is that? Is that a Subaru? I should know. But the body comes pre-painted. Yeah, it's an STI. So it's a Subaru. It's me not knowing what car I've got. It's mainly pretty much pre-built, so there's only a small amount of things to fettle. Comes with the radio gear installed and the transmitter. So I was always a bit dubious about, when I was growing up, that ready-to-run RC models, because I always felt that they were a little bit toy grade. In my head, a ready-to-run kit back in my youth was toy grade, and anything you had to build that came in bits was technically hobby grade. I mean, I probably didn't know those terms back then, but I do now. It transpires that a lot of people, you know, perhaps nowadays, especially nowadays, prefer the ready-to-run stuff, because they haven't got the patience to build and sit there and for a number of hours build up a kit and then get it running. I'm from that old school. I prefer the building of the kit, fettling, understanding how it works, tuning, and then, you know, whether it be electrical, nitro, it doesn't matter. So I'm from the old school. It doesn't mind. I've got the patience for that. But I suppose nowadays everything's instant, isn't it? You know, people want things now, so they go out and buy it and use it. So it's just the way it is. So everything was pre-painted and installed. There were other body shells available. Typically, these cars come with a 2.5mm purple anodized chassis, which is fairly distinctive on these kits. Geared differentials, coilover oil dampers, dog bone drive shafts, and a 2-speed transmission, and a full set of ball bearings throughout. They did do a drift conversion package. The part number for that one is 33432, and that was in 2005 also. I'm not that bothered about the drift side of it. It'd be interesting, but we're going to sort of get the box moved, and I'm going to get the kit out. I keep saying kit, you know what I mean, the car, and then we'll have a close look at the car. I'll probably do the handheld camera and we'll show you around, then we'll take the body off, and then we'll go a few bits and pieces to it already. So yeah, we'll update you and get you updated on what I'm going to do next. There it is in all its glory. The body shell becomes pre-painted, which is a blessing, although I like painting the body shells. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it, so it does please me immensely that the body is already pre-done. just over to the right there, you can see the original manual. I'm not going to show the roto start or the electronics, the hand controller or anything like that. I mean, they're just standard items from HPI. But that's the kit. When I say kit, you do know I mean car, the chassis. So what we're going to do now is take the shell off, and I'll give you a close-up around the chassis, and then we'll go through a few plans, and then we'll go from there. Took the shell off, you can see the rolling chassis now. I haven't really done much to it apart from I took the exhaust header off. I'm not sure if you can see that actually, it's a bit. Let me just see if I can help you here with a little bit of extra lighting. I don't know, probably make it worse. So you can just about make out the header there. I did take that off just to check the inside. I can see the piston moving. I took the exhaust off the chassis and I took the fuel tank out and gave it a bit of a clean, just because it was a little bit, I had some nitro residue left. So I put some different wheels and tyres that I had around that I used to have on my electric speedrun car. I just felt that the wheels and tyres on it, I'm not sure, they're a bit smaller in diameter, so these actually a lot closer to the wheel arches, and I think the wheel arches might need a little bit of a trim. I'll see. It is closer. I think it looks better than what came with the kit. I mean, the picture there, it's got like white wheels. That's what came with it, but they weren't white. They were like chrome. I wasn't too keen on those. So I put some of these sort of vintage-looking rally wheels on there, because it looks better. Although it's not a rally car. So as you can see, it's a very compact and well-made chassis. If I just move that, I'll leave that there for now. So the fuel tank, it's got a little priming pressurise the fuel tank to help with pulling fuel into the carburettor, which is, as you can see there. Not sure if you can see down there, but that is the 2-speed. Again, let me just try and put some light on the matter there, so you can kind of see there. See there that the 2-speed pinion tucked in there looks quite chunky teeth on there, but it's not worn by any stretch. It's actually in very, very good condition, this kit, I have to say. What else? The exhaust, it's all standard. There's nothing been tricked on this at all. It's all standard. So the exhaust is plastic, so it's a standard HPI exhaust. I mean, I might be able to take some measurements off there and fit a tuned pipe on there. I don't know. I'm not sure whether it's needed. It does say 40 plus miles an hour, which it depends what that means. 42. My other ones do 40, so 42, 43. So I don't know. But I've got the one up there. I've got my other 3-speed one, which does reported to do over 70 miles an hour. So yeah, we'll see. So the one thing I found, I'm going to sort of turn the car around the other side. So this is from the other angle. Again, it's not a lot to see because it's so compact, and even though I've got lights in here, you can't really see a lot. Almost need to turn the lights out. So you can see all the linkage, all the electronics are in there, the receivers in that there. You can see it's the old school crystal receiver, which I will try out for now. I'm hoping it's got like a fail-safe built it in, because if it goes out of range, the worst thing that can happen is the car will zoom off at maximum velocity and you never catch it. So, and also not only that, you don't want it to injure anybody. What else? I can turn the car up on its side. I'll show you underneath. So it will stay there. So that's the underside of the chassis. It's had some use. I wouldn't say some of them have. And if necessary, you could strip it down and re-anodise that, or buy a new chassis. And you can still get spares for this. And there's nothing being done to this car, so it's kind of as you would get it out of the box. There's a little bit of residue there coming out of the tailpipe, the muffler. So yeah, here we go. So that's the motor, very clean. T15. Don't know much about them. The only thing I will say is, comparing it to my other nitros, how can I word it? It's very Mickey Mouse. You know, now I've got other nitros there, and they're kind of big, chunky carb and a big air filter and bigger bore diameter fuel lines. If I just take the filter off and just show you the carb, I don't know, hopefully you can see the carb. You kind of see that there. I'll try and not get my own light. It's very small. I know they don't need to be massive by any stretch. I'm just going to try and get somewhat in my own shadow here. And you can see that some goes in a bit further. Yeah, it's very small and dinky. So this goes back to my original comment of ready to run products back in the day, especially this day, mid 2000s. They're kind of, although this is definitely not toy grade by any stretch, although it is a toy, and let's not be silly, let's be realistic about it, it is a toy. But if you bought a specialised build nitro kit back in the day, you'd probably get a bigger carb, a bigger bore engine, more tuned pipes, maybe faster, that sort of thing. Where this sort of comes ready to run out of the box. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see exactly how it performs. From what I've seen, they are pretty quick. 40 plus miles an hour for something that's only 1/10 scale is quite impressive anyway. So that's the plan. Well, that's not the plan. The plan is now to get it up and running, which I will film my initial start process and see if we can get this thing running. And on the old system, I'm going to use just the radio gear that come with it. I haven't tested any of this out yet, so I've got quite a number of nitros to try out. There's nothing else really to say about this, really, other than it's got nice sort of suspension. It kind of feels quite nice, actually, I have to say. It's just got just enough. The interesting thing is it does weigh. I don't know what it weighs, but it's fairly weighty. So these shocks on there actually work. Like some of my cars have got shocks on there, and they're so light. You've got to adjust the springs on the shocks to get them to work properly. So I can't see any sort of major damage on this at all. So I'm really pleased with this. So we'll get this out. At least we can probably start it once the weather warms up. I can get this out outside, and we can do for a sort of start-up procedure. I'll have to do a little bit of read up on any of these carb settings, because I've no idea. I mean, we've got like a low speed, high speed, and the sort of the tick over. at that now. I'm pretty sure that one there is low speed, that's high speed, I think. And the tick over's there, a little screw there, so we'll have to have a look and sort of read up about what the settings should be, unless anyone can let me know if they actually know off the top of their head. That would be handy. But right, other than that, I think that about does this video for now. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you look forward to me getting this running. I think we'll do a startup video at some point once the weather sort of mellows out a little bit, and we'll go from there. So that's my Nitro RS4 ready to run 3 Evo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you very soon. Thank you, and bye for now.